Gosh, this is just such a win.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. As you can see from the title, today I am doing a collective thrift haul, and I don't want to say that it is my best thrift haul ever because I have thrown that around a lot in past videos, which I did thrift some amazing pieces in those videos, but I will say I have a lot of amazing pieces included in this thrift haul as well, like dream thrift wish list items. But I'm gonna stop babbling and let's just get right into it. The first couple of pieces I'm gonna show, I have styled throughout the try-on portions of this video, so you're gonna see these throughout the video styled with other things that I thrifted. So I just figured I would show them first, and then I want to show you the things I actually have gotten for free. I went to a clothing swap, and then I also had a good amount of shopping credit on Whatnot, and then I will show you the rest of the things that I have thrifted. So this video doesn't necessarily have structure to it, but that is the slight structure that it has, which the first thing I'm gonna show is, I would argue, probably the best thing in this thrift haul, and like probably shouldn't be starting off with the best thing. There's obviously other things that are really, really good, don't get me wrong, but this is like number one, been on my thrift wish list, completely accepted. I was never, ever gonna find this, yet I did, and they are the Fry Campus boots. I am just absolutely shocked that not only did I find these on ThredUp for $130, which is very expensive, don't get me, $130 for shoes is very expensive, but Fry Campus boots sell retail new for like $500, and then the resale is at least $200, and also they fit me so perfectly. I have tried Fry boots in the past, and a size 9.5 was too small, but then a size 10 was too big, and so I also just accepted that I was never gonna own Fry boots. And then I saw these on ThredUp and they were in a size 10, and I figured, you know, at least with ThredUp I can return them if they ended up not fitting me. You do have to pay like a $10 fee, I think, which I think is better than buying $200 boots on Depop and them not working out and having to like try to make your money back. And so I took the risk. And why are these one of the best fitting boots I have ever owned in my life? I also love, with it being secondhand, it is worn. Like, this has been a boot that has been enjoyed, it's been worn but not damaged. Like, it has slight scuffs on it, but that just like adds more beauty to them. Just get ready to be sick of seeing these boots with how much I am going to wear them. I have another pair of gorgeous boots to show you, and I'm also very mind blown that I now have these in my possession. They are vintage Tommy Hilfiger black square toe boots in my perfect size, and also my friend Evelyn gave them to me. She had found them at the thrift store and they ended up not being her size, so she just gave them to me. These boots are everything I've been wanting to find in a black boot. The other pair of thrifted black boots that I own, I love them, but they are flat and they are actually quite long. They hit me right kind of below my knee, whereas these, they're heeled, they have a square toe, like, are you kidding me? And they also don't go up as much, so they're more of not a mid-calf but slightly, and I could honestly cry. I love these so much. If you have been watching me for a long time, then you know how particular I am when it comes to thrifting denim. I love a rigid, thick, no stretch denim, straight leg, high-rise jean. So it not only may surprise you, but it actually surprised me when I thrifted these stretchy, I don't know if they're actually vintage, but I'm gonna say vintage bootcut mid-rise jeans. They're originally from True Religion. They are called the mid-rise bootcut, and these are like everything I have been against when it comes to the denim that I personally like to wear, yet I have really enjoyed these. The only reason why I thrifted them, I'm gonna be completely honest, is because I was inspired by Lorelai Gilmore. There's just something that clicked with her style that I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. And I had been at Crossroads one day, I saw these jeans and I really loved the bottom of them. I have never really been interested in a bootcut style jean, but there was something about this, and I think, again, I'm pretty sure it's because of Lorelai, where I just envisioned some boots with them, because a lot of my street leg jeans, they don't lay well over my boots, and so it can just be tough with styling. So going for a boot cut, obviously that's why it's called a boot cut, is to be able to wear boots with them, just made more sense if it did work. And I tried these on and I was flabbergasted at how much I liked it. It was like an out of body experience of like the feeling. They say mid-rise, but I would say like low to mid-rise. Definitely not the lowest low rise, because I actually have another pair of jeans that I thrifted that are proper low rise, but definitely a rise that I never thought I would put on my body again. I believe there used to be like a bedazzled on the butt, which I'm really happy that somebody had taken that off, because I feel like then if there was a bedazzling on the butt, that would have been a little bit too much. I've worn them so much since thrifting them, and I do feel a low rise and a mid rise bottom does open up a lot of opportunity of styling a lot of my clothes that I usually just wear tucked in, which I love. I love a high rise. I love a high rise. But just to have another way of styling something just opens up so many more styling possibilities with taking a top that I usually wear tucked in with the belt, and like I just always kind of wear the same, and wearing them with a mid-rise just gives such a different look and has really opened up my inspiration with styling the clothes that I own, because I'm able to style them in a different way. Now onto the pieces I had gotten at a clothing swap, which I had gone to the Good Loop clothing swaps. They're usually in San Diego, but they had done one in partnership with Lindsay in LA, and then also one in November in Orange County, and that's where I ended up picking up these. The first time I had gone to the one in LA, I ended up not getting anything, but I brought clothes, which watching other people get excited about clothes that you've worn and that you've loved and that you have all these memories with, and that they are going to continue on the memories wearing them, is so fantastic. The next one I had gone to in November, I did end up picking up a couple of pieces, which the first thing isn't as exciting. I felt like I was really hyping it up, and like the first thing, like, it's really cute though. It's cute, but it's just a t-shirt. It is just a t-shirt, but it is a Fleetwood Mac t-shirt. When I originally saw it at the beginning of November, I was very much kind of feeling a little witchy, a little Halloween, and just the graphic is really cool. I'm so sorry to be a fake fan, but like, I don't know anything about Fleetwood Mac. Throw tomatoes at me, I am horrible. I just really, really loved the graphic. And I mean, I know, obviously I know of Fleetwood Mac. I just don't know that much. Obviously, Stevie Nicks is a fashion icon, so it probably makes sense for me to like look more into it, and maybe this t-shirt will do that so people don't question me. But it's just a really nice fitting t-shirt. There's no brand name. I think it's cotton. It seems like a vintage t-shirt. I don't know, it could be from Target. The next thing is this chunky sweater, and Salem loves this sweater so much. When I was getting prepared to start filming, he was kneading on it, he was sleeping. Obviously I didn't want him to knead on it because I don't want him to damage it, but he was so happy. It was like so cozy to him. But unrelated to that, it is just a very cozy sweater. It is originally from H&M, so not like the most fantastic quality brand. It is 55% polyester, 35% acrylic, and 10% polyamide. So I mean, like, still plastic, but it doesn't feel as much of like a fake clothing as 50% polyester usually feels. And again, I got it in a clothing swap, so I felt okay. And it is just really chunky and fuzzy, and I really love the neckline. Like, I love the chunkiness of this neckline. I do feel the last piece I'd gotten at that clothing swap is the gateway to this boot cut, low rise, mid rise jean thing I'm going through right now. I saw these on the rack and I was like, oh my gosh, like, these are beautiful, but like so not me. I don't know. And I kept looking at them and nobody else was grabbing them. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna try them on. I was wearing a dress so I could properly try them on, and I instantly fell in love. They are these mud, like, lace-up side jeans. These are a proper low rise. You see, like, is that even a zipper? It is very low. Actually, okay, it could be worse. Like, I will argue that this low rise and like that mid rise, it's not as extreme as like the low rise, but you know, it's definitely lower rise than what I am used to. Like I mentioned, I had a good amount of shopping credit on Whatnot, and I honestly completely forgot about it. Basically, if people had signed up with my code, they got $10 to use to like buy something, and then I would get $10. And I just had looked one day and didn't realize I had $600 that I can only use on Whatnot. I just always forget when lives are happening because it's like a live auction app, and even with having the notifications on, I just always forget about them. So that's why it just, I guess, like racks up. I don't know. But these are the pieces I had technically gotten for free on there. I did have to pay for shipping for each one of them, so I still kind of, like, one of them, it was $20 shipping, which I'm just gonna start with that one. It is this beautiful burgundy leather trench coat. And I was going through whatever lives were happening, and I'll show you like a little, not preview, but I guess like look into the Whatnot live without actually joining it. And when I was like scrolling, the seller was holding this, and I instantly went in and was like asking about it, and I bought it because it is so gorgeous. I was a little scared on kind of, because again, you're watching somebody hold it up and like they had given me the measurements, but I was still unsure what it was gonna fit like, because they did say it was more of a structured kind of rigid leather. But now having it, it is so beautiful. It definitely isn't as kind of like loose as my brown leather trench coat I had thrifted. I probably can't really layer too much, honestly, maybe just one long sleeve under this, but it serves a purpose. It is missing a button on the top, so I think I may take one of the bottom buttons and put that there. The other fantastic thing I'd gotten off of Whatnot is this Winnie the Pooh checkered pair of denim overalls, and I do own a good amount of Winnie the Pooh denim overalls, and if I hadn't had a shopping credit, I don't think I would have bought them. Not because I didn't think they were super cute, but just because I'd be like, I'm okay, but I have just that shopping credit like sitting there, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. It is so me. I love fruit on clothing, and it has strawberries, lemons. I think that's an apple right there. I don't know. It's also checkered. Look at the butt. Look at the butt. And it's just a really nice fit. It is from like the official Disney store. So, and with a paper tag. The Whatnot seller, Whimsigoth Threads, I'm pretty sure that's her username, I love to follow because she always has the best stuff, and she offers thrifted Whimsigoth mystery boxes, and I ended up getting one of them with my credit, and I'm pretty sure it is $60. I don't remember all the information about them and like how many pieces they come with, so I'll put that on screen. But I hadn't done a dedicated like thrifted mystery box for a Whimsigoth aesthetic because I had gotten it for free, and I don't like to do thrifted mystery box videos of things that I get for free just because you can't help but be biased. But I'm honestly kind of sad that I didn't, because it was such a good mystery box, but I'm gonna show them now. I am not including one of the pieces because it just ended up, I didn't love it as much, but all of these are just everything also that I have been wanting. I had sent her over my Pinterest board, and she just picked the most fantastic items. First up is this purple dress. It is vintage. It's by the brand Looking Good, made in the USA, and I mean the fabric is that fantastic vintage polyester that I've been talking about. Modern polyester is very different than vintage polyester, and it's just the feeling, the fit, everything that I have been wanting. This top that was included originally from Studio Y, paper tag vintage. I feel if I had seen this at the thrift store, I don't think I would have thrifted it because I'm not usually into a V-neck, but when I tried this on, I feel like every opinion on V-necks or tops like this completely changed because I love the fit of it on me. I also love the fabric, the pattern, and this styles so well then with the True Religion jeans. Like they just, that is the look that I have been really inspired by. Another piece that's outside my comfort zone, and that if I had seen it at the thrift store, I don't think I would have bought it because I wouldn't have been able to envision how to style it, but again is everything that I've been inspired by. It is this velvet, I don't even know, a cardigan jacket, short sleeve. It has bows on the sleeves. It has the bows on the pockets. It's originally from the brand Ralph Lauren, and I don't know if it's vintage. Based on the tag, it kind of gives vintage, and the color is so fantastic. It's definitely a piece I still need to play around with on how I want to layer with it, but definitely something that is going to push me in the styling department. This skirt is another thing that I will have to play around with styling. I don't really love how I styled it in the try on portion, so please forgive that, but it is originally from Papa, and I think it's also vintage. And I mean, it's really the bottom, like how witchy, how fantastic. It has like a crinkly material as well, so like texture wise is so interesting. She really paid attention to the textures that were on the Pinterest board I had sent her. She included 2 accessories, the first one being this velvet scarf. Have I not been talking about wanting to get into scarves? It has this really beautiful velvet floral pattern, and it kind of goes from like a dark brown and black to then a lighter brown, almost gold tones in there. And this is just gonna be such an amazing piece to layer and style, and goes with everything that was included in the thrifted mystery box, but also is going to go really well with the things that I already own. And then also a necklace, again, so in line with what I've been into. Just A+ on that thrifted mystery box. Moving on to everything else I have thrifted. I have this green velvet lace dress I got off of Depop. Now I like a lot of stuff on Depop. I do go on there every day and like stuff. They actually have done a really great job in like serving me up with the algorithm things that I would like on the explore page. So follow me on Depop to take a look at everything that I like every day. But I will say it does take a lot for me to actually buy something on Depop. So I like a lot of stuff, but I never end up buying it because I truly just can't decide. And when I do decide that I do want to buy something on Depop, it ends up getting purchase. And this dress was one of those that I let kind of sit in my likes for a good amount of time, and then finally was like, I will be sad if somebody else buys this. It's from the brand Miss Choice Petite. The lace on the front is technically kind of see-through, but with a nude bra or even a black tank top under, you can't tell at all. And it's the perfect length, and it's so gorgeous. I have green blue eyes. There's been debate on my Instagram if my eyes are blue or green, and with wearing green, it does bring them out more. Like it makes them look more green, and I don't own a lot of green, and so I was like, I should buy more green because it makes my eyes pop. And this was just such a gorgeous dress that I could not pass up. Another piece I let sit in my Depop likes for about a week and realized I would be really sad if somebody else bought was this tank top. It's originally from Susan Lawrence, and I just am obsessed with this type of silhouette top. It is kind of this like stretchy, almost slinky material. It doesn't have a tag with what the material is, but it does seem vintage. In November, I had gone to the Rose Bowl flea market and filmed a video there, which you will see soon. And I mean, I am kind of giving away what the video is because I'm showing you what I bought for myself. So hint, hint. I picked up 2 things there from a really nice seller. I will put their name on screen because I believe they do also sell on Depop, and they were just really, really nice. And I always love their stuff when I go. The first thing I got was this kind of lacy scoop neck black top. You won't be able to, I guess, like fully see it, but the actual kind of I wouldn't say it's lace actually, but this like floral, I'll bump up the exposure so you can see it. It's really, really pretty. And then it also has a 3/4 length, and I've weirdly been really into 3/4 lengths all of a sudden. I just really love the look on my arm. And this was just a really nice, easy top that I feel I can throw on with anything, but also is a little bit different than just like a black lawn sleeve. Then I got, oh my God, I'm so excited about this one. It is this denim button-up top. And the thing is, I feel like when you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's cute. But on, I just am obsessed with the silhouette. I don't know what the brand name is because the tag is quite faded, but it's with a paper tag. It's 100% cotton, and I just love the buttons as well. They're kind of not a pearl detail, but the buttons are just so fantastic. And then the denim feels so beautiful. The fit is so beautiful. I did buy another 3/4 length top. It is this velvet top. It kind of looks like it's animal print, but it's not animal print, but it has paisley pattern and then floral pattern. It is just such a fantastic top. I love the light hitting the velvet. It's originally from the brand CAIA. I did get it for $15 at Crossroads, and it's just so 90s, early 2000s. This is gonna be such a fantastic layering piece for kind of winter time, putting it with a leather blazer and then my like mid-rise jeans and some black boots. Absolute perfection. I picked up this brown turtleneck sweater from Savers last week. I had randomly gone to a Savers to look at their home decor, which I did thrift some home decor, and I'll show it a little bit later. But as I was going to the cashier, I passed the sweaters and I saw this color, which this brown is just so beautiful. And then I felt it. It didn't feel itchy. I didn't try it on because I wasn't planning on like going to the thrift store in general, but then especially to look at clothing. And so my like hair, it would have been really tough to put on. So I decided to take the risk, and I'm so happy I did. I've already, even though I just got it last week, I've already worn it 3 times because it is so comfy. It is not itchy. It is 55% cotton, 25% acrylic, and 20% nylon. Now I know acrylic is not a natural fiber, but the blend of cotton and acrylic and vintage sweaters is superior in my opinion. Again, getting it secondhand, it was $9.49, and this has already been a very successful piece in how many times I've already worn it for only having it for a short period of time. I didn't realize it until now that this jacket is the second most expensive thing in this haul, the fry boots being the most expensive, and then this was $28. I did get it at Crossroads though, so obviously that's not a proper thrift store. It is still secondhand, but yeah, I didn't realize I got it for almost $30. It is very beautiful. It is this suede floral embroidered floral jacket. It's originally from Chico's, and it is really nice. It's 100% leather, and so like the make of it is really nice. And I did think it was something different than just a plain suede jacket, and could have, you know, a purpose in an outfit to just add something a little bit more. I don't remember how much this one was. It was not $30. I want to say it was like $15. It's originally from DKNY Jeans. I also got it from Crossroads, but it is a denim skirt, but it's a midi, almost low rise denim skirt with this like flowy bottom. This was kind of a risky item to purchase because it definitely is a different fit than the denim skirts that I usually wear, but I love a denim skirt, and I have been wanting to find something like this on Depop, and so I was able to try it on and like verify it fits. And with boots, it is a really beautiful look. And also all the tops I've been wanting to wear with my denim skirts that I don't want to wear tucked, I can wear with this. Again, it gives a different look. It's still kind of the same thing, but just like in a different way. Actually, this cardigan that I also got from Crossroads during the same trip that I got the floral suede jacket was kind of pricey too. But this, I almost feel like it makes more sense. I mean, that is pretty nice too. But this, I'm like, oh my God, this could have been like $60 on Depop. It's this pumpkin cardigan. It is 55% Rami, I think that's how you pronounce it, and 45% cotton, which is a blend I see all the time in vintage Christmas sweaters, and it feels really nice. I also love the grape detail because it's almost like this like 3D grape, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to wear this for fall 2025. This next top I wanted to include because it is secondhand. It is this Thrift Gremlin tie-dye t-shirt that I got from Kathleen Illustrated. She had thrifted these tie-dye tops from a thrift store and then screen printed them from a local person in Ohio, and it's just such a fun top. I also love the feeling of the text, and also it says Thrift Gremlin. Like, how fun and fantastic. The feeling of the top is also really, really soft. I just love the idea of taking a top that's secondhand and making it kind of new with like a text, or it's kind of like merch but not merch, but again, you're doing it with secondhand fashion. Like, such a cool concept. Absolutely love. I promise I am almost done. Thank you to everyone that is still watching. The next couple of things I thrifted at the same thrift store when I had a thrift day with my friend Evelyn, and she took me to her favorite thrift store and it did not disappoint. I am first gonna show these Pinstripe pants, which are also low mid-rise. I cannot believe it, but oh my gosh, the fit is so beautiful. There are some Pinstripe pants that are on Peachy Den that I have contemplated getting. I've never bought anything from Peachy Den, but I know a lot of people love them, and I just really loved the Pinstripe pants that they have, but they were low rise, and I was like, that's kind of risky to spend all that money on pants that I'm not 100% sure, like, am I actually gonna wear them? And I can't try them on before I buy them. Whereas these, I was also wearing a dress, so I was able to properly try them on, and they fit me like a glove. I love the outfit I styled them in for the try on portion. It's just so simple, but it's so fantastic in my personal opinion. It's from Express Design Studio, and I want to say I got them for $4.99. I feel like I've mentioned wanting to find like a burgundy cardigan, or honestly, I think just cardigans in general, during my thrift with me for Black Friday. I feel like I talked about that, and I ended up finding one. I mean, this is not burgundy at all. I would almost argue it's like a berry dark mauve cardigan. It's originally from J. Jill. It's 100% cotton, and I love the fit of this. It has a scallop edge detail on it, but not in the like fast fashion, like everything being scallop or lettuce hem edge. It's more of like a 90s, or at least I'm telling myself, like a 90s vintage scallop edge. It was $9.99, and I love in the back it has this little like button detail. Another cardigan I thrifted was this green one. It doesn't have a brand name on it, but it's such a nice material. It is quite stretchy, but not in a like, this is a polyester sweater. It doesn't have the materials listed anywhere, like the tag has been ripped out, but it feels like a good quality cardigan, and I really loved the one button detail. It is such a nice layering piece. It was $3.99, and again, another green piece that I said I have been wanting to add to my wardrobe. I really have found exactly what I have been looking for. I'm so happy. I did get another brown jacket. This is a brown blazer from BP, and I went back and forth because it is more of a cool toned brown, and I definitely usually prefer more of a warm tone brown, but when I tried it on, I was like, okay, actually though, I really like this, and I feel it's gonna go with a lot of stuff that I own when I want to go for a little bit of a different look, and it fit me so well. It is quite a worn jacket, like it has some imperfections, but I think that kind of adds to a little bit of the like worn in look and vibe, and it's very, very comfortable. I thrifted another velvet top. This is a turtleneck velvet see-through like mesh top, originally from White House Black Market. It was $9.99, and it is this like navy deep blue velvet floral pattern. I mainly thrifted this to layer under things. I don't really see myself wearing it just alone. I mean, with like a black tank top under, I see it more layered under my black velvet dress, or even under a crew neck. Like, this is mainly for layering. This piece does rival the love that I have with the Fry boots. I mean, I do really, really love those, but this I almost love just as much. It is this, I guess kind of like penny lane style jacket. These have been just, gosh, everywhere on Pinterest for many years. I have always wanted to thrift one, but I've just never found one that felt it would go with my style and also was comfortable. I have thrifted in the past faux fur jackets that just were not realistic for me and weren't very comfortable, whereas this one, it is so incredibly comfortable. I've already worn it. It's originally from the company Manners Club. It is faux fur and then the shell is a faux suede, but it's made so well. I don't know if it's vintage. It feels like it's vintage. Like, it doesn't feel like the ultra fast fashion faux fur coat. It's made a lot better, and just like the feeling of the faux fur feels a lot better. I mean, it doesn't feel like real fur, but it doesn't feel like ultra cheap fast fashion fur, but I mean, it is secondhand regardless. I also was able to put it in the washing machine. There was a brown stain on it. It was coffee. It wasn't anything, you know, wild, but I had originally tried to hand wash it, but it does say you could put it in the washer, but I was very scared I was going to destroy it. But I tried to hand wash it and it just wasn't getting clean properly. So I put it in the washing machine, prayed and hoped that it would be okay, and it's completely okay. And now I feel even better about wearing it, knowing it's been like really properly washed, since there is the faux fur all throughout the jacket. And gosh, this is just such a win. Like I already said, I've been loving dark red, burgundy, and I found this red bag at the thrift store. It was $19, but it is so absolutely beautiful. I can't tell who it is originally from. It has a chain for the crossbody. I'll put the name of it on screen, but it has this velvet mustard yellow inside, and it is just really cute. It's very different than any bag I currently own, and it's just like a little dressier. So if I am going to something where I need something a little dressier, this would be really cute. Honestly, I envision it with my polka dot dress, the like polka dot I think Rampage dress that I had thrifted, with this and like black boots. Ooh, that would be so cute. At the same thrift store, I found this silver necklace. It's not that exciting, but it's just a nice little long silver necklace. It was $3.99, and it actually looks really similar to this belt that I have, that when I got that in a thrifted mystery box, I thought that was a necklace, and this is really similar to it, but it's actually a necklace. Speaking of belts, I found this silver circle belt. It's similar to the one that I was just talking about, but the thing I like about this is if you are wanting it on like your waist, and so there is some like extra where you like buckle that's gonna be hanging off, it looks more intentional, whereas the other one I have, it's kind of like the end of a necklace where it's kind of just like the part that isn't really part of the necklace, and I find that it can look a little odd sometimes if I'm wanting to wear it a little bit more high up, whereas this one, it kind of goes with the whole vibe. I did pick up 2 more pairs of shoes from ThredUp at a different time than when I got the Fry boots. I actually got these back in October and I just haven't had a chance to show them. But first up are these Steve Madden red ballet flats. I got on ThredUp. They were $35 on ThredUp, and actually these were recommended to me back in July, I think, or August, when I did the index styling. One of the stylists had put these as a recommendation, and I ended up finding them on ThredUp 3 months later. I definitely don't wear like bright red in clothing very often now. I kind of talked about kind of regretting buying that in my last video, but in shoes and accessories, I still really like it, and these are just such a cute pop of color. I also found these Doc Martens sandals on ThredUp. I had gotten these like brown fisherman sandals from Doc Martens that was supposed to be like inspired by more of their vintage pair that they used to sell, but they were really heavy and they just weren't as wearable as I had thought. So I did end up saying goodbye to them. And then I found these on ThredUp and I was like, no, this is more what I was wanting. It's like a fisherman-ish style, but it's a slip-on, and I will be getting so much wear out of these this summer. They were $60, so still on the pricier side for like Doc Martens with being secondhand, but they don't make this style anymore, and truly I don't think they had ever been worn outside. The last two items I thrifted are two pieces of wall art. I got them actually at different times. I got this when I got the brown turtleneck sweater, and then this, I actually think I got this at Savers when I thrifted the dress for my devil Halloween costume. So back in October, and I just love the style of artwork frame. I have a little tiny gallery wall over there, and I've been wanting to add one over there. I think I have enough artwork now to put up. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been just trying to find ones that I like, and I really like these that also weren't too heavy as well. I feel thrifting artwork, like, you have to have so much patience, because I've been looking for stuff like this since we moved in back at the end of June, and it's taken me all this time to finally be able to like collect and properly then create kind of what I want. Alrighty, that is everything that I've thrifted in the past couple of months. I am so excited to take all these clothes into 2025, and I just feel so aligned with my personal style currently. I mean, maybe it's not that different than what it has been in past years, but I don't know. For me, I'm just feeling so much more confident and having so much more fun with textures and colors and just combinations. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.